What are you guys doing?
Warming up.
You guys, it's such an honor to introduce a very special guest, Kaitlyn René, the most iconic musician, performer, and the most boss business owner I've ever met. Owner of Krescendo. All right.
Thank you, Renee.
Okay.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on the show. Oh my gosh, you are just such a beautiful person inside out. You're such a hard worker.
Thank you.
I have been in many of your events, been a part of them, and doing. Okay, so tell us a little. Well, first of all, we're gonna show like a 30-second clip of this, and I can't wait to dive in about just how elaborate Krescendo is and what you do as an entertainment owner. You know what I mean? I'm like stroking out today. It's always like ellipses in between words, but hit it, Jolly.
Boom. That's all you get. Just a tease.
Okay, so Mercury's Muse is your band. You are so incredible. You've been doing this for a long time, and you have the most iconic voice, and you up there playing these instruments with your electric flying V.
I love the V. Love the V.
It's wonderful. And so let's talk first of all.
Yeah.
We're gonna direct everybody to your website, crescendollc.com.
This one's Mercury's Muse Music.
Yes, mercurysmusmusic.com. Okay, and you can see
I got too many things going on.
No,
just two.
This woman, you are such a boss. I cannot even explain to the people that so at these events, you are the owner founder of Krescendo, and you provide serious.
Wait, let's stick with the music side of things first. So we started there, so let's stay there for 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
So you have events coming up, and we can find that on your website, mercurysmusmusic.com.
Yes, you can book on the site. It's just like the planet, Mercury's Muse.
It's right there.
It's
right there.
Mercury'sMuseMusic.com. Book now.
Yep, and see where you're going next.
Yeah, we've been doing all kinds of festivals. It's been nice. We actually produced and shot that locally.
So colorful.
With Emmy.
Break out.
Emmy shot me. Definitely.
Yes, add her. She's brilliant. We love us some Emmy.
Also, my pick at the beginning of this In the Loop episode. She's so talented. And
absolutely.
So if you're looking to produce a music video, do photos,
professional makeup job, trying to get your makeup for your wedding, definitely hit up Emmy L for sure.
But yeah, we've been doing all kinds of festivals. We've been writing more. We're getting geared up for the spring and summer, and you can find all of our bookings here, all of our shows here.
Hey.
We also have our Facebook page, which is also Mercury's Muse Music.
Yep.
Admittedly, I'm better at updating that as well.
Right?
Yeah,
so
gosh, is Jason Aaron.pro on top of this?
And click that follow button or else.
Thank you. Yeah, click that follow button.
Click that follow button, Jason. Okay, and I see his guitar.
Well, yeah.
How dare me?
That's
How dare
you.
Rude.
1001.
That's yeah. Oh, I love it. You guys are so much fun to see, and it's just like you seeing the most incredible things things that are so
like Zeppelin, for example.
Exactly.
Yes.
So difficult to sing.
This was really fun. This is Rebel for a Cause.
Yes!
Honestly, this is a great clip to share because I actually started covering the song because of you. I was so inspired seeing you do this cover.
You did?
Yes. True. No, that's true talk.
You slay it. I remember when I first started doing that with Dude, my band, and you were just like, girl, you slay that Zep or whatever.
No, you don't even know the people you're inspiring every day just by being yourself.
Same to you, Kaitlyn. I mean, look at this outfit, the guitar, your voice.
Yes.
I mean, your whole vibe on stage. I mean, I literally have goosebumps on my face.
You're sweet.
Dang it.
No, we do cover. Yeah, we do covers. We do originals. We did a little Beatles mix in here with Helter Skelter.
Ooh, and Josh is so talented with his guitar and
my
harmonies.
partner Joshua, he's so talented on the guitar.
Absolutely.
This has really been Mercury's Muse is a long time coming because ever since you've been singing as long as that's ever since you can remember 5 or 6 years old, started lessons. So I've just been in so many bands that just never, it didn't fill that spot in my heart.
Yeah.
So Mercury's Muse is really a culmination of like years of go-sees of auditions where it didn't work out, bands where it didn't. I mean, anybody who's ever been in a band can identify.
Building that thick skin over time.
Yeah. And then it's just really nice when it works.
Yes. I remember too, a few years ago, you were just like, you were talking to me like, girl, I need my own thing. That's like me. Like, you loved the talented musicians that you were working with, but it just, like you said, it didn't quite like fill your heart up.
That chemistry is so vital. Like, you have to have somebody.
Absolutely. And you can see that on stage with you and Josh and the harmonies. I mean, y'all are like, whoo, like Queen Lumineers out here. Like, very great stuff.
Is a really special musician.
He's such a talented musician.
He was really one of the first, like, especially males, like, that I think respected what I had to bring to the table and just help fan those flames without just because
he just like saw you and was like, yes. And
so
the project you were trying to do, you were like, listen, I need my own thing that vibes right. And he's like, let's do this. Let's do this together. Right.
All right. We're running out of time. We only got like a minute left. So let's get into Krescendo stuff real quick.
Okay. So you created and own Krescendo. And I just would like to say how elaborate this is. Like, you are the head of a giant pyramid where you are doing, tell us about it, like aerialists, giant events, like the Plaza Pan Am and giant events with all these girls and dancers, entertainment.
We curate and specialize in boutique niche entertainers, stage build, specialty prop pieces like
giant martini
glasses. That's our life-size martini glass.
Or what you had me in, a handmade giant
destroying
champagne
dresses.
glass, like a giant champagne glass that had hundreds of champagne glasses that you created by hand.
Costume is designed and made by hand by us.
And all of these different things you are changing.
The piano also, these are all custom.
It's so beautiful.
We gutted and made that piano, that disco piano.
And I had a disco ball head one New Year's Eve. I mean, you're playing these giant large, you are planning, and
we actually have an opportunity for, this is really rare for you to come see.
This is crazy right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see everything that you see here and much more. That there's a lot of surprises that I'm not going to disclose. So you'd have to come to the event on March 7th at the Stutz building downtown. This is really rare.
And doors are 5:30.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can buy, there's an Eventbrite link. Thank you. Jason is so on it. So it's Easel by Penrod. We're really excited to be one of their vendors this year. And we've all been working really hard. We're going to put on a great show. There's so many great vendors and artists. This benefits the artists in the Stutz building. So that's March 7th evening. It is open to the public. You can still buy tickets, which most of our events are corporate and closed and very private. So
because
this is really rare.
Huge events.
Yeah, this is going to be, you won't see another party like this.
Oh boy.
For it's the party of the year in terms of entertainment.
And I don't think people understand how big these events are. Okay,
time goes by so fast, but we've got a cut for our ABC broadcast. But we're going to hang out with Kaitlyn René a little bit longer. We're going to stay live on the social media platforms. We're going to see if how brave she is when it comes to the Pepper Palace.
I'm scared.
Hot sauce.
Oh my gosh!
So
I'm terrified.
For now, we got to say goodbye, ABC WRTV.
Kaitlyn René, thank you so much. Everybody check out CrescendoLLC.com. We will see you guys next time. Woohoo!
All right. Now we can. Now we have no time constraints.
Yay.
Yeah.
Now
we can go back to the videos that we're looking at.
This is crazy though. I mean, Kaitlyn.
So that guy stepped in the way.
I know his big head.
And let me get back to the.
I have known you for so long, Kaitlyn, and I wish I could just verbalize how incredible these events that you put on. And I've seen you behind the scenes so many times, like doing your thing, and I do not know how you do it. You are an angel.
I don't either. I don't know how it gets done.
Like,
lots of champagne.
You are literally a CEO, like billionaire boss bee.
I wish I was a billion. It's definitely a labor of love.
How long did it take that girl to drink all the champagne in that glass?
1 week. A lot. 10 days. No, it is definitely a team effort. If there's anything I've learned about scaling a business over the last 11 years, it's that you can't do everything by yourself. So
it took me a long time to learn that.
I think collaborating and delegating to great minds and talented people goes a long way. And it's shown in our events for sure, because they just keep getting better.
Yeah.
And it's because of our team. undoubtedly.
I mean, you have so much that you're dealing with between like the outfits which you make by hand.
A lot of
and
them,
everything is different. Every single theme, every show pretty much is completely different, and you are making these outfits for a whole team.
I mean, that is crazy. Like, what is this? Is this
the giant guy on the stilts, the robot man?
Is this mirrors
it's
glued
like
to a suit that you slide into? Or?
I did not make this piece.
Okay.
We ordered this piece from another designer.
Is that you in the?
No, that's Morgan actually.
She is so talented. Your performers.
I would love to still be in costume at some of these events, but we've got like 25 people. So
you're like, I'm running it at this point. I don't need to be going because you slay out there.
That's the part I missed. I miss that the most because it just gets too big to be able to always.
And just to hand it over to someone else and be able to enjoy yourself and perform. It's like you are sacrificing for your art because there's so much that needs to be done as
you've
the
been
owner
in the green
of
room.
And sometimes
you are delegating the crap out of it. I love it.
And sometimes it's so overwhelming that you end up like this.
Honestly, I included this picture because Renee started to leave our cast party.
Yeah, I had to leave early.
This is a real photo that Renee took.
No,
and then I threw a tantrum.
Yeah, and then I think we were all on the floor throwing a tantrum for a minute.
Yeah.
Because there was something.
Do you have any pictures of the group tantrum?
Yeah, we were like, no, I'm not leaving.
I was barricading the doorway
with those heels. I love it.
Both of those costumes. Now those costumes we did make by hand. Those are custom designed, every square inch, like palette, nothing starting from ground zero. So
that's crazy.
That's my sister.
Oh my gosh, those guys were like blending in. The grass guys. Sorry. Anyways, this is one of my favorite.
I made both of those are also custom. I made both of those and designed them by hand.
This was a fun show. I shot this. This is all my footage that you've seen on the screen here.
This is Jason Aaron.pro.
Nice slow mo. Just threw together a bunch of good clips.
That's Alexis.
Quickly.
The baby Alexis.
Yeah, and just all of your performers are so talented.
We got Aero bartending here where they're getting their champagne served.
That is so sweet.
Laura.
And these aerialists are such stunning, athletic, beautiful artists.
The endurance is unprecedented. And to look that good while doing it.
That's right.
Seriously. And they're way up there. You're always having this huge spectacle for Krescendo at these giant parties.
Austin Powers lookalike.
Yes.
Yeah, like a James Bond.
Those disco helmets were made by hand.
So cool.
Absolutely.
So we do a lot of curate. Like it is really a full service event from like every
giant
detail
robots on stilts
so
that will dance.
Someone could come to you and be like, I'm doing an event. I want it to be awesome. Can you make it awesome? And Britton McLean, thank you for joining us and commenting and watching.
Tell us about the Beast Games, Renee.
Britton said, how was your experience on Mr. Beast Games? It was the most incredible experience of my life.
I tuned in. We ended up getting sucked into till the finale, like from start to finish.
The fact that it was $10 million, we didn't know that, and I made it to the top 300.
Started at 5 and then it doubled right there at the end.
It doubled to 10 million. And it's like, I gave up, having $1 million. I gave up $10 million so someone else could win it, essentially. There was multiple times I could have been a millionaire. But, I left with my soul. And I didn't
You never betrayed your team, basically.
I never betrayed my team. And I could have had $1 million like 10 times. He offered me that. I mean, serious. I was heartbroken to be eliminated. I really thought I was going to win it. And I made it to the top 300.
That's huge.
There's only 10 episodes on Amazon Prime. And I got through... at the very end, I got eliminated on episode 2.
You were in basically 3 episodes, but the first episode or episode 0 was on YouTube. It was like the introduction to
definitely. I mean, it was the most beautiful.
He said we went to school together, and it's awesome that you were on the show.
Of course, I remember. It's so McLean's, all the McLean's. We always partied at the McLean's.
All the McLean's.
Right beside Flapjacks. We're all partying at their house.
There's the LED guy on stilts.
See, this is what I was referring to earlier. This is insane. I mean, like Plaza Pan Am has no longer with us, right? But
I think that a hotel, but that group,
that big building that you occupied, thousands and thousands of people on New Year's Eve and stuff, huge events.
If you go back,
so cool. Look at this.
So cool.
When Jason rolls back, if you do any of those like living greenery costumes again on that greenery wall, if you go back. There's
Abby.
Yeah.
Abby Sizemore. Oh, she's not Sizemore anymore.
Okay, so like Indie Pavilion is definitely still in action. We love partnering with them.
It's a huge venue. I love it.
Well, the venue, the entertainment group is still very much doing events. The building isn't the group. Yeah, so
it was a few years ago.
Indie Pavilion is definitely still putting on events.
Okay, it's right there in the most beautiful spot of Indy, if you ask me.
I know.
Just performing there a few times with Krescendo. I mean, with your direction.
There's the champagne dress.
Yeah. This woman made this champagne dress by hand, and it's like every time you pull it out, it has a totally different look. You add to it, you do this, you make it work for that theme that you're doing. But how many glasses is on that bad boy?
Almost 100, if you can believe it.
And just like going backstage, almost 100 get in there, filling it up and everything.
It is wild.
One of the many things that you are doing.
What?
Dealing with as owner of Krescendo.
You don't want to be behind during the show.
She's got her headphones on. She's like, stat and got you.
It's all fun and games on the outside where the party goers are, but yeah, you've been in the green room behind the curtain.
I mean, just to see you work and action. It's like you are literally brilliant. You are literally a true boss babe. Like literally a boss babe. This guy just kills me. So I mean,
this is Ariel. We lost her to California. Like, I love her. She's one of my favorite still.
Yes, Ariel's awesome.
Do you remember her?
And she's fearless. And you hire these incredible performers, like for your big events.
We missed that building a lot. That was a fun time.
I got to play at the Pan Am one time.
You're in one of those dresses, aren't you, Renee?
Yeah, there's Abby Sizemore. Yeah, and this was like the first time I did it. This was
there you are.
Oh, that's me. That's you with the pink. See,
with the long legs.
Hey, you got stick legs and beanstalk legs. Like every event has. I mean, you've given something different. I love it.
I started to ask this, but. Someone could come to you and say, hey, I'm doing an event, like, can you make it awesome, and give you carte blanche, or you'll take their theme that they want to go with, like, you know, how much notice do you need to get so you can prepare, you know, things like that.
Like that's a great question, Jason.
Probably weeks and months.
Yeah, I mean,
because your book's out a long time, as big of a business as you are.
I love clients that give us 90 days. 90 days feels like, I mean, I can do a lot with that.
And that really ain't that much time.
And and then there's clients who give us 30 days or less. So it's it really depends on.
The more complicated, the longer time.
I mean, usually 3 months is ideal, but we can work 30 days. But you're at the risk of, it depends on what else we have booked, on how much customization we can do.
Safe to be like, I got an event next year. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, people can come with their ideas. They can come with no ideas. And we we make ideas for them, and then they kind of yay nay, and it's a lot of trial and error, like process of elimination.
That's what I love about you too. You really work with your client, and you custom fit what they need to. I mean, and if they, like you said, if they don't even have anything, they're just like, I know I need you. It's a huge event, or it's
Both
an event. It's an event. You're like,
was this the
what
zoo
you do.
Or
this is for for Mario Andretti's party. So
you're always up in the red carpet events doing
these headdresses are made by hand. Like, I make those, I design, all of that. You see, I shop the fabric and help design. Everything's like custom. Like never seen, never before seen. So I think that's what clients get with us is just something really unique where their guests are going to see and experience things that they haven't seen or experienced, like when you turn and you see a girl in a life-size champagne glass, like,
or like a little, like a beautiful girl, like zooming around in a little like car at the event. Or there's so many things you've done. Like, I just can't express how awesome these events are.
It's fun. It's really nice. It's been a labor of love. And
how long have you been doing it?
We just had our 11th. Krescendo has officially been an entity in business for 11 years.
That's amazing.
I know, crazy.
I know a decade ago, I mean,
I was a baby when I started in my early 20s.
You're still a baby.
And you've hired me over the years, and I've just had such an incredible time every single time. I mean, to see, it's almost like working with Jason when he's filming these short films or this and that, to see, or be on the set of a movie, to see how much it takes to make these things work, and to know that you're like the whole boss head of it. It's like, it's incredible. I mean, it's a whole team. team.
I appreciate
and
the
you
appreciation.
You're like, you got it. Like, you are so, like, I need a fracture of whatever you got.
It really
fracture or fraction?
That's the one.
Okay.
Both of them.
Both of them. I have a fracture in my heart.
Wow. Fracture.
Can you fix the fracture in my heart by healing me?
No, it's nice that you even notice those things, because honestly, the creative part of my brain is a lot better than it takes a lot out of me to be that organized part, but it's essential to having a business.
So natural. Like, I am so not organized, and it's been a force. Like, I had to force myself to do that habit. But
same.
I mean, if that's how it is with you, it does not seem that way. Just like watching you behind the scenes on these, like, I would not be able to do any of the stuff you do. You literally are so boss. Like, you literally are like, in a good way. You're like you're like the kindest. Like, but you already have everything pre-planned. So it's like, everyone knows where they need to go, and you are just, it's like such a smooth operation to view behind the scenes for so much crap going on that you're taking care of between all the performers, the food, the costumes, the makeup. I mean, the giant martini glasses, the aerialists and their hoops, like the
Krescendo was born
everything.
Out of
fire.
A lot of things.
And love.
Like me spontaneously combusting from just having had it from working for other businesses.
Right, like 9 to 5. No.
Well, even just other entertainment companies where like they would hire me and the rate was terrible, or they'd wait like 90 days, to pay you like $100. And I was just like, this is.
And you've been a professional dancer doing all the like this, the styles as well as a professional singer. But I mean, it's like you're getting these like, it's just like, wasn't feeling your heart again.
Yeah, no, life has been entertainment. Like, it's always been performance based. So I just basically, I took that and took the way that I'd want to be treated in an event. It's easier to staff people and curate events because...
Did you say stab?
Staff.
Oh, staff. Okay.
Don't say that. She's no staffer.
We don't staff our people. No,
we poked him.
We staff.
We booped him.
A staff.
We booped him with love. But anyways.
No, but it's easier to staff people when when you've gotten in a pair of
staff, Jason, staff.
Yes, I got it.
Staff.
Sorry.
Stat on the staff.
Anyways, for the third time.
But speaking of staff, the staff at District Tap is amazing. Our giveaway has ended, but we've jumped up another batch of entries. We're at 59. I'm making everyone. I'm not going to give away a card until we hit 100 entries. So keep sharing it.
Keep sharing.
And I'll restart this for next week. But and also we do need to do the Pepper Palace thing at some point. No rush. We got plenty of time.
You really want to do it?
I didn't know.
You don't have to.
I'm just now finding out about Pepper Palace.
I told the last guest.
I'm afraid.
No.
I'd have to see it. I'd have to like.
There's bottles. There's multiple bottles, so you can choose like how hot you think you want to go.
Say no because I said no last time. If you don't like hot sauce,
each hot sauce has like a meter on the back that like, if it's at like 12 o'clock or like 10 or 11 o'clock, that's not too hot. If
what the hell is he talking about? The time on the bottle.
Yeah,
I get it. They could have just said hot as hell.
Yeah, but if you're like at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock,
it's okay to say no. Don't let him pressure.
Yeah, you don't have to. No pressure. We did mention we fulfilled our obligation.
No, not till Renee sweats from the Pepper Palace hot sauce.
I'm sweating thinking about it. I hate hot sauce.
They're at Greenwood Mall. I walked in and there was like this just wall to wall of hot sauces. They got like 350 some hot sauces, something like that. It's awesome. What a great sponsor for me because
I've never seen Jason be affected by hot sauce ever. I mean,
for the first time ever,
we walked across America. He had the hottest burger in America.
I walked into that store. I said, "What is your hottest hot sauce?" I was like, let's just. And he's like, "No, dude, you don't want to do that."
You really
I was like,
do that?
I want that hot sauce right now.
He's like, "Give me the hottest wing, B-dubs."
And he goes,
"Give me the hottest burger in America."
Okay, you're gonna have to sign this waiver. I'm like, "Hey, I'm no stranger to waivers." There was a waiver. I signed it and put a generous amount on a chip. And this has never happened to me before. I've heard of people. It happened to people.
She's like,
I got
definitely
hiccups.
Not doing it.
I got hiccups from it. Yep. That's never happened. You've heard people getting it.
I was in the mall talking to a little friend or whatever that worked there that I didn't know that worked there. And I come back into Pepper Palace and Jason's like
just
eyes are bloodshot and he's like got like hives and I'm like, oh Jesus, like that's really hot.
And guess what? I took home one of those bottles.
He likes the hot stuff for sure.
That's right.
You are really up there then on the spicy.
That's right. I have no limit.
Yeah. I like spicy stuff, but not waiver spicy. Signing a waiver.
I will not do any of that. No, I can eat a buffalo chicken wrap.
I don't
That's
know
about
if
where
that
I'm at.
qualifies.
Anyway, back to Kaitlyn René and Krescendo.
So yeah, as you interrupted my sweet Pookie, you were saying something about staffing. It's easy to
There's a lot
staff.
going on. Got to get those plugs in there. Mm-hmm. No, I don't.
Staffing.
Oh, staffing. Yeah, staffing. I think that Krescendo was born, staffing art, and as an artist booking other artists, it was born out of being really frustrated with the industry and not a lot of communication. Not pay wasn't great if you got paid at all. Communicate, just on site, your costume being too small or too big, or not having a safe place to like rig gear if you're doing air. Where it was just like somebody needs to come in and watch over these girls, and it's gonna be me. So
it's gonna be me.
I don't know.
Gonna be me.
I like to think that. Oh yeah, that Half Dome's ours. Lux Half Dome, the disco piano.
That's so cool.
That was a labor of love. That's probably like 150 hours of little discos.
Whoa.
I need to play on it. It's so beautiful.
Yes. We should do let's do a music segment and you can rock out. It's gorgeous.
We could do a song together and make a music video
Let's
on
do
it.
Let's do it.
And you sit on the piano, just be like this. And I'll be like,
the drama.
And it'll just be like Shallow or whatever the heck that is, but it's like me and you.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm loving the vision.
Okay, I love it. And we'll wear disco ball out. The drama, the excitement, the Maury show.
Yeah. Oh gosh, not the Maury show.
Not the Maury show. That's been a
too much drama. So yeah, no, it connected me to people like you. I mean, Krescendo's about aside from the business aspect, like my artist life has been, connected to these amazing people, that the best musicians, dancers.
What?
She's gone.
What the? Wow.
Are you still there, Jason?
Yeah, I am still here.
I am alone.
I'm guessing that was a potty emergency.
Hey, that happens.
We're so close.
I think we can hold it down.
Hold my large hand.
It looks much bigger on the TV. I even have big hands. Beep. E.T. phone home.
Here we go. E.T. phone home.
I'm so proud of Baby Ren for Beast Games, and
yeah, it was crazy. I mean, what
was it like being here?
Well, she was
while she was there.
Yeah, she was in like a blackout. She had a communication blackout. So when it was like time to like do the games. She had to turn in her phone, and she'd call me from the line,
crazy.
Crying, and then it was just nothing for like. So this is the first. So the first trip was Vegas, and she calls. Oh no! So it's blackout for 3 days.
Yeah.
No, we have no idea what's going on, and then she calls and she's crying. She's like, "That was the worst experience ever."
Oh
because she.
Oh, they mentally test you.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, you didn't make it." She's like, "No, I made it." I'm like, "What? Lead with that. What are you doing?"
You said, "No, I made it." I mean, it looked mentally taxing. Like I was anxiety ridden just watching the show. So being there, in that, not just the back and forth and just the psychological games that they seem the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Beast Games.
That's super awkward, but
Wow.
When the Lord's calling. No, I'm joking. Whatever they're saying. That's not that one. That's a different thing.
We'll keep it. We keep it real here.
Thank you.
Keep it real.
My homies. But yeah, Beast Games was so insane.
Yeah.
I told her how it was a communication blackout, and you called me crying.
I asked what it was like, him being here and you being there.
I mean, just away for weeks without my phone.
Vegas first for like a couple weeks, and then she came home for a little bit, and then it was off to Canada for another couple weeks.
How many total weeks
to the big
were
city.
You gone? When?
Felt like a month total.
No, probably. Yeah, total was probably like 3 weeks.
And like Jimmy's like eliminating people by the 400s, 500s, 100s, or whatever. So it started with 2000 in the Vegas Raiders Stadium, and by Amazon Prime in Canada, we were at 1,000. And then by the city, the $15 million city he made for us, it was the top 500, right? And so I got eliminated, 2 episodes into the 10 episodes, and it's like, on some
but to make
dumbness.
It to the city, honestly, because some of it's chance. Even if you're like, no matter how strong and smart you are.
Oh yeah,
I hate the chance ones. That's not fair.
There's no one skill that you can possess that would take. I'm real athletic. I'm gonna get. I mean, there's chance. There's luck. There's some athleticism. There's
the
strength.
fact that I made it as far as I did. It's just imagine like female Captain Jack Sparrow with like sticky gecko hands somehow making it through American Ninja Warrior with 0 body strength. It don't make sense. But
Renee, only you could come up with that description. That is like, Renee.
Like the Lord got me through. It
Lord.
really is. I mean, there's no reason why I should have made it as far as I did because I had pure luck is the reason, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the strongest. I'm not necessarily the smartest, you know. I'm like talented in my own revenue, but it was crazy. It was
so much is not even in your hands. I mean,
no.
I mean, it's totally up to chance most of the time.
I would get amped up on the chance stuff because I'm very competitive, and then watching you be on it, I obviously was emotionally invested, and I was like, "This is garbage. There's no way." Because it's
no.
a lot. It's hell no.
Oh, not my baby.
Yeah, girl.
No, that voice, the deep voice.
I think you would win, Kaitlyn.
No.
You would literally win the show. You're such a boss babe. You would go in there calm, collected.
Boss babe skills alone will not get you through Beast Games.
It is the chance factor is probably the reason I would never like.
You're lucky.
I'm too
let's
competitive.
all three of us.
I'm too competitive.
Let's all three of us
because then it's
apply.
like no matter how strong
Jason,
and smart you are, you're standing on the wrong trap door that they decide to open.
Absolutely.
No control.
Like your
it's
teammate. Your teammate decides to take $100,000. Bye bye.
Yeah, I mean, or $1 million.
Oh no,
or $1 million.
It is so anxiety ridden just watching the show.
The production value is just crazy.
Incredible.
I mean, when they drop people through those trap doors, it's probably one of the greatest moments in TV history. Besides, like Holes, when that bee was like, I don't want to keep digging holes. And he's like, that's too damn bad. Like, besides that, if you know, you know.
If
you know, you know.
Yes. I love that movie. Where just
I don't think I ever saw that movie.
Let these 90s babies be.
Thank you. If you know, you know.
Oh, sinners, let's go down to the valley to pray. No, right, dude, that's
like at the bottom of
for a Disney movie. You should pull that, anyways.
It's great, you know.
But I was so proud of you.
Thank you.
I read that Jimmy lost millions of dollars on that show.
I mean,
he said it was like a terrible financial decision.
Well, like in every video that every video that Jimmy does, he's a very humble guy. He lives in a small house. He puts every dollar back into his videos.
He's passionate, you can tell.
Yeah. Exactly. And most of these videos are him
like 15 years, I think.
Cheers to myself.
Wow.
Most of these videos are him like, you know, building hundreds of wells or houses or whatever. But it's amazing that Amazon Prime gave him $100 million for this. That's freaking insane.
Maybe he wouldn't have lost money had he not did the double thing at the end. Did you watch the whole series?
Oh yeah,
with the coin flip.
Oh yeah, you can't. I mean, it's so well produced.
Oh yeah,
you're upset when it ends.
It's so exciting.
When it ends, you're like, why did you cut me off?
You know, Kaitlyn, I would have won that. Okay, so the island happened like right after I got eliminated on some crap, and like I would have won that island for us.
I know.
So you know,
I really trust me. I was also rooting for you for selfish reasons. I was like, I know Baby Ren is going to be putting me on her private jet.
Yeah, girl, you already know we're on that together.
10 years, you and I.
It's been.
I know.
It feels like
it's
so
crazy. We were just babies.
I love you so much.
Oh, Jason.
Here we go.
Jason.
So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you all my life. Oh, Jason, that was such a special
If I had a
moment.
3D TV, I could have actually came out of it.
That would have been cool if we just like spin around in a circle somehow.
I'm really feeling all the love in this studio. I'm having
You should. There's lots of love to be
You
had.
honestly, there's no words to describe how like iconic you are and just everything that you take care of, all the stuff you do, and not to mention how you're always driven on your own like art and your own passion. You're an incredible songwriter, musician, and multi-instrumentalist.
Thank you.
I mean, girl.
You know what's been, I think my favorite part about, playing everything is that it was more about wanting to connect with other musicians and like be in the seat they're in and, like to sit in the pocket better on the drums. And you know what I mean? The drummer and the bassist are
like
always linked up and the low
details.
end. Yeah. And just, it does make you more connected it's all about connection for me with the audience. Right now with you, like, give me that hand, girl. I'm like, that's why I do everything. That's what Krescendo is a business, music as an entertainer.
Jason?
Oh, sorry, Jason. No, I'm here.
Not the
Force
snort.
myself.
You got the snort.
Force myself in there.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on. You can do it. All right. Don't be sad. We're all in this together.
I love you,
buddy. No, but it's all about that, about human connection.
And you can see that when, like, your Zeppelin video, I mean, that's just a mere second of every, like, I've seen you play a lot, and I don't know many other people that love it the way that we do. And you are so, okay, because I'm not like a classic. Let me try that again. Yeah. I'm not a classically trained like dancer, none of that. So I'm out here like, like pancake flipper, from the 90s. But the way and I feel like, and I have a great stage presence, but the way that you have this just badass stage presence. I mean, and you can tell that it's not just a presence, like it is literally you doing what you love. You can see that from that Zeppelin video, just the way you move.
Do you ever feel like
so much fun?
Do you ever feel like this is the hit?
Dun, dun.
I need to watch that new I think they got a biopic out now.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
On you.
And you always have had like this whistle tone cutie butt that I could never. You'd be like, what? I could not. It's so cute.
I think you said whistle tone cutie butt.
You're so cute.
We just have a good time. I think it's not taking yourself too seriously, like just being present.
And it's vulnerable, but it's like, this is what I am. I'm a performer, so you come to see a show, here you are.
And when you're working with great musicians and your partner, like. I mean, Joshua and I have definitely made each other better people, better musicians. Who you're playing with is so important.
Absolutely.
It is. It's either going to bring you up or bring you down. So
and you've always been an incredible stage performer, but it's like with Josh, you can tell like you guys, you care about each other, you work with each other, so it's just like he can sing, he can play any dang song and harmonize and sing any damn song.
He is to guitar as I am to voice. It's like we started, I started taking voice around 5. Thank God, I love my parents so much. Like, they listen.
Same. They got us in voice lessons.
The vocal warm-ups.
Yeah.
It's, all
of it is key.
So that's how it was for guitar for him. I think we both, 5 or 6 years old, just honing in on that. And it's not even, I think, personally, my opinion is all humans are created creatively. I think we're all born to be creative. I think
like over time, being an adult dulls you or something.
It strips you down.
Yeah, you have to keep that childlike wonder in your head.
It just sucks the life right out. So
you don't listen to society.
Yeah. Or they put things on you of you should be this, you should be that, you should do this traditional life.
Change your perception.
Expectations. Just, the economy and just the landscape of the digital age. Like, we're more, that what they say, more connected and disconnected than. That's what I love about performance. It's like you're not. Most people aren't on their phones. We're not anywhere else but there.
You're dancing.
We're all there together, right?
Yes.
In that. So to share that, being present is, I think, really rare these days. I think people we're always somewhere else.
Always on their phones or in their mind, other places.
And the amount of data that is coming at you, it's part of the mental health crisis right now. We are not designed. If you talk to any
HTML overload, baby.
What's HTML mean?
Okay, it's basically like the code.
Hypertext markup language.
Whoa.
That's a literal acronym.
It's basically like all of the code that makes all of the websites and apps, and it's just like overload of of this.
It is, and that's another reason music is so therapeutic for people, to sit down with a guitar or sit at your piano, because you're present and mindful of what you're doing. Any neuroscience, I love Dr. Caroline Leaf. I got to give her a shout because she's a wonder. She's got a podcast, Cleaning Up the Mental Mess. But you can ask any neuroscientist or people that study the brain what's happening right now with social media and how we are on our devices is terrible.
Detrimental
for our real human connection, for our brain.
I feel that in my own life, let alone like mass people. Like I can
feel
how everyone can feel that.
You only see the highlights and the best part. I mean, it's terrible for your. Even before I came here, I looked terrible. I mean,
girl, me 30 minutes before the show.
I've been working 10 and 15 hours, 10 and 15 hour days on this show we're on for Penrod.
March 7th.
You mean this one?
Yes, thank you. Yes, it is March 7th. You guys are really on it. Tickets. This is a rare opportunity to see the Krescendo team in action, and they have spared no expense on just making sure this whole event. It's several floors. Local artists, you're supporting local talent.
And the Stutz building is an incredible piece of history in Indianapolis.
Every floor has like a different crazy, amazing music feature. It's going to be, dancers, aerialists. I can't give out all of the special surprises. But
I feel like I love that about you, because you are the head of Indianapolis as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure you got people.
You're basically the mayor.
People watching
You're the mayor
now.
of Indianapolis.
You got
Kaitlyn.
No, people try to copy you. Yo, but because you are a trendsetter, so you
said I'm the mayor. I think it depends who you talk to.
Hey, Kaitlyn René for mayor.
I think one of my favorite things about being in my 30s is you're
in your
okay
30s.
with being polarizing. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and it's made me a much better person.
Absolutely.
I think you need to be yourself, because it'll more quickly attract who you should be around.
Right.
And your life is just overall better when you are authentic. And that means the ugly parts too. Like I was looking pretty messy before I came. I barely had any sleep. I'm tired.
I don't believe it.
This is the best part of my my month.
And I believe you, because seeing you prep for past events in the past 10, I don't know, public school failed me, but it's probably been about 27 years since I've met you. But anyways,
oh gosh, don't say that.
I've known you my whole life. I've known you 31 years since we were in.
That math doesn't really work out.
I'm dilapidated.
Close enough.
What? Decapitated?
Dilapidated, but anyways.
A fracture of whatever the fragment was earlier.
I forget I was going with that, but all I was going to say is something about you being amazing.
I
what
feel
we're
like
talking about. I had the short
Speechless.
There's something about you being amazing.
Honestly, I'm here for it. I appreciate the encouragement. Life is hard, honestly.
It is.
The more people I talk to, again, with not to harp on the mental health thing or
please,
but I talk to a lot of people who are struggling, and I think while I have, if I'm on a microphone and I get to talk about myself and, say something productive that maybe if one person hears it, is it takes the shame out when you're just honest. People see, especially when you're a performer, I think people get this idea that your life is just great because you get up there, you're there to entertain.
Media,
yeah,
right.
You're high energy. You're there to
100% high energy.
Yeah, you have reserved your energy for those moments for that show.
They expect you to be like this all the time.
Or a crescendo show, So I don't know. I think being honest and relatable and I don't know, it is a hard industry. There's a lot of no's. You see the beautiful parts.
It's that thick skin.
Yeah, and that's how we've come to this place of just glamour and just such a great team, like you said, on how amazing it is. It's paid dividends.
Yes. And
sticking it out
that you've done with your business.
We've all grown together.
And it's been incredible from the start, Kaitlyn, but just the way there's no words to describe the stuff that you create. Oh, and I remember what I was going to say earlier. You take so much of your time to plan, prep. It reminds me of my girlfriend, Sammy, who's a teacher. Yeah. She's there 24 hours a day at this school.
I have so much respect for teachers. I don't know how they do it.
She gives her life to these kids doing so much. And it reminds me exactly of you in a different way with this huge entertainment company. How do you even manage 50 plus people at one time? It's crazy and it's seamless.
It's about these people.
From what I've
seen.
At
the end of the day, that's what it's about. Is I'm always gonna, it's about the performers. It's about the connection, providing a platform for artists, and I get to create some stuff in the midst of that. But connection. It's all about human connection and bringing joy in the entertainment industry. We get to shout out to Indie Pavilion Event Group. You have those people those clients that you are just eternally great. And Slater Hogan. I got to shout out to Slater Hogan.
I
don't know if he's still doing the Kid Presents, but they have the patron saint downtown.
Yeah. John and Lauren
Larner. And John, Lauren, Slater, Brandy.
Brandy Callen.
Yeah. I don't know her last name, but Callen. Tall, beautiful Brandy. She looks like model-esque. They're just, people who took a chance on you when 10 plus years ago. Those are the people that are the make or breaks in you having a company at all
and excelling and growing.
Slater
in this tumbleweed.
Slater took a chance on me when I was really green, but I think
took a chance on me.
He did, and then introduced me to Indie Pavilion Group.
Which is so huge. That pavilion is just ginormous.
We've been really. You talked about luck. It's hard work, but it really is also just God-given connection, getting that chance.
Took the words out of my mouth.
What is the Indie Pavilion Group?
That's so you remember the pavilion downtown?
Pavilion Pan.
Right.
That is the event group now that that building is I think they're building like a hotel.
Yeah, it's gone.
But they're very much so Indie
Still
Pavilion
there.
event group is the brains behind that building where you saw those great events happening.
Okay.
So they're very much
those huge New Year's Eve events.
Sabronica, all the Jasons. It's that's different.
Oh, that was different.
So I'm just trying to think of what they do beyond that building. So they're like an event organizer.
They do I mean, like they produce that photo.
So they would bring you in.
Right.
That's
so
what you're okay.
If you pull that photo back up, like that's the Andretti event, and they produce that whole event, and then they bring on all the vendors like Krescendo.
Okay.
So
to
there's
give it that
there's
big
a whole
entertainment.
Team. Yeah. So they do high-end production.
Sound systems and the staging and all that stuff probably, right?
But there's no words.
From start to finish. Yeah. They craft and curate amazing high-end events.
Giant shows, big TVs, LED lights, smoke machines, food, the catering, the bartenders. I mean, which is like this plethora of entertainment. You yourself is like this whole thing. I finally said that word right.
You did.
Good job. Proud of you.
Half flip for me.
Half flip.
I could never say
High five.
It's like Arnold Palmer. Oh my gosh, I did it. I'm on a roll. How do you spell restaurant?
RESTAURANT.
That one I really can't get.
I did not pass spelling.
I did not pass grade school. No, I'm joking. Public school failed me. No, I'm joking. I'm street smart. I'm very street smart. It's trauma. No, I'm a middle child. Leave me alone. Exactly. I have like 9 siblings. Okay, I'm a middle child.
All right. Should we wrap this bad boy up, or we good? We get everything out there.
Abyssinia. I did it.
Abyssinia.
Abyssinia Ethiopian restaurant.
It's Abba.
That's a good one.
Abba.
This has
just
been
like
fun.
Abba.
Yeah.
Caitlin, thank you so much. You really mean the world to me. You're so
Thanks
iconic.
For having me. I really appreciate the invitation.
Of course.
It's an honor.
And I can't wait for our future and the stuff that we're gonna do. Just
me too.
The future,
all the things, all the music, all the lights and dancing and fun.
If you've done that, I've done literally like God has gifted me with these random like miracle chance things. The Earth Say.
You work. You're a hard worker. You talk about being a hard worker, Renee.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You've been doing the most since I met you. You're like, we're gonna be famous. The first time I ever met you,
like 15 years ago, like, let's go.
I was like, this girl's energy is fire. Like you were just revving to go. So
and I feel like
hard.
now, after all these years, we're at like a pinnacle point accumulation to where it's like, yes, and you've been doing this whole time, so that's why it's just so encouraging and
it's
to
been
have
nice
such a
being
great friend
so
like
close
you.
and watching each other grow.
Yeah,
as artists, as business owners, as performers, and just adventurers.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been really
adventure.
It's really nice. It's nice.
For me, I'm just like you have always just been iconic AF. Okay, let me just say.
Autofocus.
So I mean, I just feel like I don't know. Like I've had this I've had a crescendo of growth.
Whoa.
I've had a crescendo of growth.
Full circle.
So but I just feel like you've always been there, and you ain't day crescendoing anytime soon ever.
We're going up. Growth is everything. It's paramount.
Yeah, I mean, you've done big things from the beginning, and your vision is so huge, but you're able to execute it, and it's so brilliant. I just love you so much.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Jason Aaron Pro. Thank you, In the Loop. Thank you, Renee.
Thanks for saying my name right.
Thank you, Renee Michelle Merrifield.
Our pleasure.
I love you so much. Everybody make sure you go check out CrescendoLLC.com or Mercury's Muse Music.com as well. Make sure you add Kaitlyn René on Facebook and like that.
Yes, please. Yes, follow my personal page. And then we've got Mercury's Muse Music also on Facebook.
And that's KAITLYNRENE.
Thank you. Turn off the news and love your neighbor. That's what that sign says on my Facebook page.
And that is just beautiful advice because it's just going to get us stressed out here talking about all the things.
And I want you to know, Kaitlyn, that I introduced the DJ air horn just for you.
I noticed that. Down.
Let me get. I want the air horn.
Yeah.
Do it again. Kaitlyn René.
There we go. One more.
Kaitlyn René.
All right, that's it. We are off the social medias now. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Kaitlyn René. Everybody go to CrescendoLLC.com and check out all her future events. We love you, Kaitlyn René. Thank you so much, Angel. You're a dang icon.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing the champagne.
Thank you for having me.
Our only guest that has brought champagne.
Jinx! You don't owe me a Coke.
Cheers with my empty glass.
Wait, we got to get it.
My huge glass.
Cheers.
Getting larger by the second.
Dink.
Did it work? Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Make sure you check us out every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're going live on Facebook. And if you comment every Wednesday, then you can be on the ABC broadcast on Saturday. And every Saturday, Britain
will be on the ABC broadcast?
Absolutely.
Unless that was after we broke for...
And if you're out in the bars, the restaurants, the hotels, whatever, on Saturday night, make sure you check out ABC. Of course, check it out in your home as well. But cheers to myself again. We're all over everywhere. Thank you again, Kaitlyn René.
Thank
Love
you.
you guys. See you next time.
Right.
God bless y'all.
God bless y'all.
Good night.
Live stream Wednesday at 7, midnight Saturday on ABC, 24/7 inside Indianapolis hotels and on all podcast platforms.